is the MeteoMark Weather Show. Let's get right into the weather. Nobody sent in photos and videos. It's been a very boring, tranquil weather pattern. However, that is about to change, especially across the lakes in the Northeast and New England. Let's take a look at that forecast outlook here. Precipitation-wise, pretty much out west. We don't have much going on. Pretty much here in the east, we don't have too much going on until you get north of the Mason-Dixon line, where we get these successive Alberta Clipper style systems moving down from the northern plains, Great Lakes, southeast Canada, heading on towards New York, Pennsylvania, and New England for the most part. That's where we're going to see the biggest precipitation amounts, liquid equivalent. That will translate to snowfall accumulations. Now let's take a look at those snowfall accumulations through the day on later Saturday. Take a look here, stretching across the portions of the eastern Ohio Valley. That's where we'll see that 2 to 5 inch amounts. But then we head into the portions of New York and Pennsylvania, the Susquehanna region, the upper Susquehanna region. That's where we could see on the order of 3 to 5 inches of snow around the Binghamton area, heading down towards just north of Williamsport, heading up towards Utica and Syracuse. Those areas could see 3 to 5 inches extending up into portions of northern New England as well. That's what we're looking at for snowfall totals through the middle portion of your weekend. Let's take a look at those forecast pattern weather outlooks here across this weekend. We see those Alberta Clipper style systems, this jet stream setting up across the northern Great Lakes. Take a look at this. We got successive low pressures. Each system will drop anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow. Now, of course, this first system across the first part of this weekend will be the exception with the 3 to 5 inches snowfall amounts. A light fluffy accumulation across much of the area as we get that negative NAO index. And out west, we get this very large ridge pushing the jet stream well into northern Alaska. This really means the east will set up for some of the coldest weather we've seen in quite some time. Let's take a look at those cold temperatures heading on into to the middle portion of next week. We're going to be looking at a problematic scenario here in which we get behind each Alberta Clipper style system, we get these reinforcing shots of really cold air, single digits for highs, lower teens, middle teens, with lows well below zero. And that will reinforce itself towards the middle to latter portion of the week, warming up pretty much west of the Mississippi, east of the Mississippi. That's where we're going to see the problems with the heavier amounts of colder temperatures. And by heavier, cold, really dense air, that's what I'm talking about here. This is going to be one for the record books towards the latter portion of January. So let's take a look here as we swipe off the rest of next week here, heading on into the middle to latter portion of next week. We get those successive Alberta Clipper style systems. This is the pattern that we'll be setting up across the area. So each day we'll see snow showers, scattered lake effect snow showers, and we'll also get some snow squalls with each passing Alberta Clipper style system. And behind each Alberta Clipper style system, we will continue to get those problems with the colder temperatures. Now, this coming week, this new week we have here coming up after this weekend, will be the start of something extremely cold. So let me make note of that, because the last week of January into beginning of February promises to be like this right here. This is a problem right here, and many of you will be suffering through this across much of the north central part of North America, heading down towards as far south as Florida. So I just wanted to make mention of that across much of the United States and Canada for that matter. That's what we're looking at for weather across much of the area from this weekend into the new work week. That's going to do it here at MeteoMark. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com, Facebook page, MeteoMark Weather Show. Here's a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira, the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania. Look at these temperatures here. We start out, this is pretty much around the freezing mark or below. Saturday through Sunday. Of course, the first part of the weekend will be snowy with that Clipper. We'll drop quick 3 to 5 inches across the Susquehanna region, Binghamton to Elmira, Scranton. Starting off the new work week, look at this. Every day we chop away at those temperatures with each Alberta Clipper that moves through. By the middle portion of the week, we could be seeing highs in the teens and lows in the single digits or even below zero. So I want to make note that this could be the start of a very winter-like pattern for our area. That's going to do it here at MeteoMark.